Warning. Due to having open conversations as human beings, the Friday feed may contain bad language and what some folk may call inappropriate conversation for the dinner table. We invite you with open arms to watch the show. However, we would just like to remind you that there is absolutely no obligation to watch the show. But regardless if you do or do not, we love you. So thank you and enjoy the show.
Do you ever have like mustard plant like?
No. Oh, I have. I've had seeds, but not I've never.
No, I've had like the leaves, and it was the weirdest thing ever. It was Bloom had them.
Oh, I never had them.
And I don't know. You just don't expect to eat a leaf, and it's spicy.
Yeah. It's spicy, yeah.
And
like
really spicy.
Leaves, yeah.
It's unreal.
Are you checking your phone now?
Yeah.
Who's on the phone?
What?
Who's on the phone?
I'm just thinking of what we're going to talk about.
Oh, there's several things.
Right. Over to the intro music. Everybody wants their Friday free. He has 10 file in his mouth. Jesus, he doesn't have fillings anyway. He'd know all about it if he did. Welcome back to Everything for Nothing. Beautiful music. Hey, is Mozart deaf? Someone tried to tell me there a weekend Mozart was deaf. Is that true? There's no way that's
deaf.
true.
Mozart
that was
dead.
Oh, he's dead.
That's
a fact.
That was Beethoven.
He's deaf as well.
Beethoven.
That's what people.
No, Beethoven was deaf.
Was he actually
They're
though?
all deaf. They're all dead.
That's true. Actually,
they can't hear a
They have
thing.
no audio sensory things anymore.
Very
But
unfortunate.
was he actually? That's mental. Was he actually?
Yeah, but like I've always wondered as well. I don't know whether
I can't believe that's true.
no, because if he was deaf, I don't know. Was it that he could feel the vibrations, or was it just
maybe
or that he knew enough music theory to just
yeah?
Do you know, it's like if you couldn't hear but you knew an A minor chord was ACE, you could still write an A minor chord and compose really nice things because you understand that. So I don't know what approach it was. But
Which was that? Mozart.
Beethoven. Or was it like local rumors where they're like, that lad has enough, okay.
What was the thing with Mozart that he went mad at the end of his life or something?
No, he got really...
Amadeus. Isn't that him?
I think so, but wasn't Mozart just he didn't get really sick at the end and he died young? And
God.
Or was it some sort of sexual disease, I think?
Syphilis.
Yeah, it was.
Wait, when you said sexual disease, I thought I don't know what I thought.
Yeah, but anyway, he had his arch rival, didn't he? What was their arch rival's name?
I haven't a clue.
Sagittarius or something like that, or something.
He obviously didn't win.
Fly.
We don't remember his name.
His arch rival, the Fly.
Kylie Minogue.
Yeah, the Fly. Yeah.
It was his arch rival was Kylie Minogue and Stock Aitken Waterman. I should be so lucky. I should be so lucky. And that knocked him off the charts. He was gone. You know, and the locomotion.
And like all
and then he got the syphilis and went mad.
And like all the big labels were like, look, Mozart, I know you like arranged 12 versions of Twinkle Twinkle the Age of 5, but no one cares about that anymore.
Yeah.
Kylie Minogue's what's in it.
It's Kylie Minogue is where it's at, yeah. Can you do the locomotion?
Yeah.
Like, are you spinning around? You're not spinning around. You're
Maybe
not
it was
relevant.
just the catchy titles.
Yeah. He should have, what was it, the movement number 5 or all that kind of shit, was it?
Do you reckon if he didn't have the word art in his name, he would have been less of an artist?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah. That's probably has something got to do with it. He got away with murder.
What's they call it? Like obviously that's not a case, but you know the whole nominative determination thing, where it's like where someone's name determines. So like if you meet a doctor who's called Doctor, or like
like if you're a musician called Stevie Ray or something like that.
Something
like that.
If you met a musician called like Johnny Guitar,
their name determines their destiny. Like
like if his surname was actually Guitar, like.
And should my name have been Kieran Mash Spuds? Because I have. Did any ever find Mash Spuds in places you shouldn't?
Yes.
Where did you find them?
Down the side of the sofa.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's actually seriously.
That's true. Yeah. No, but it's
that's
not
bad.
That's rotten.
But it was kind of obviously like it's only there 5 minutes because I just eaten the mashed spuds and
No,
how do they get down the side of the
fall off the plate while I'm eating them.
Oh,
all right.
I have a fear of putting my hand down the side of the couch because like I just hate I'm really bad with like just touch. Like if I don't like feel something, I just don't like it.
You will love this story and why I should be called Kieran. Well, I don't think I should be called Kieran Mash Spuds. It's one tough thing. Please call me that.
Kieran Mash Spuds, tell your story.
Oh, thanks.
Kieran Spud.
Okay, thank you. Anyway, you love like this.
Well, round of applause for Kieran's story. Take it away there, Kieran.
Okay. Yeah, so...
Is it going to involve you
Was it a long time ago?
Is it going to involve you touching cold mashed potato?
Of course it's going to... No, it's going to involve me putting my fingers into places I shouldn't.
Okay.
But all your stories involve that.
Yeah, so... Yeah, exactly. So welcome back.
It's a classic. It's a classic.
Feed.
Go on.
Friday Feed. Welcome back.
Classic Kieran.
Yeah, here's a classic. So... the youth, when we were, still maybe are, when we were younger, we would go and look for pennies in places wherever, like, so you put your fingers in things and hope pennies come out. So, like, one of those places we would do that is...
Mrs. What? Go on, tell your story. Sorry, I'm interrupted again. Where did you put the fingers?
If this story started when I was in Thailand,
then
I would be really worried.
This one time at bank camp?
One time in Bangkok.
Yeah, fingers.
What did you do with the flu?
So yeah, with the parking meters anyway, we put our fingers in there because that's how you get money out, where you get the change out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, like someone like knew we were doing that and decided. I put my fingers in there one day and found the most rotten material ever. It was mashed spuds and red sauce mixed together inside one of the parking meters. Someone did that to be like just to the trying to prevent the youth from gaining income, honest income.
I would genuinely be tempted to cut my fingers off.
I thought that when you were saying,
That's the only way I could feel
You'd never
clean.
get the sensation off your fingers, would you?
I still have it. I've never put my fingers into a place without permission ever since.
Do you know what would be worse though? It's cold sausage.
What's going on now?
Do you know what?
Wait, what?
Sausage.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
If I couldn't have done that, that would make me feel.
If cold sausage was in there.
Yeah.
Okay, that is bad. Is that worse? Okay, wait. So, Matt. Okay. I kind of get your saying. That
I think one of
weird.
the worst like feelings is like not exact same thing, but I hate like, do you know? Do you ever like just like rub the roof of your mouth with your finger?
I hate that.
It is horrible. And like
that's mad that everyone agrees. Wait, whoa, is it that bad? Whoa, shit, I don't know what you're messing.
Don't pull a gun, man.
Do it.
Go on, do it, you.
Go on.
No, because it won't be right for weeks.
that's what I mean. Like it's like you tell people about it and then people try it and then it's like 10 minutes later they're like, I still don't feel okay.
I feel like I've just bitten on foil or something.
Lads, is it that bad?
A penny or like,
have you never done it?
This is where curiosity killed the cat. Am I
try
going?
it.
Go on.
So what do I do? Just have a rub.
Just like tickle the roof of your mouth.
Have a quick tickle.
Yeah.
It's just a quick tickle, folks.
Is Kieran his finger in his mouth?
Jeez Louise.
Is that worse than the mashed spuds and tomato ketchup in the parking meter?
I'd rather put mashed spuds in my mouth than that my finger. That makes sense actually. That's what
Isn't
they're
that
for.
weird though? Because like, why is it so weird for your finger to do that, but you put all manner of food items in there?
Yeah,
and it's grand. Is that to stop you from eating your own fingers? Do you think when you get really hungry?
We're very smart. Like that's evolved.
But I don't know, because I think if someone else did it would probably be just as bad. So like,
I think it'd be
Want me
worse.
to see, Stevie?
No,
I think it'd be worse. Oh shit!
God,
Please,
don't do that.
Live. We'll set up a Patreon.
We'll bring back
pay-per-view
out-
episode.
if you did that, we'll bring back out the chart and take your star off it.
That's how bad that is.
Talk now, man.
Taking stars off you, that's bad, you.
Is that how bad that one is? Like, that's take a star.
That I'd resurface something that has been
I put my
mentioned
fingers in my dog's mouth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I used to just do that.
Why?
Because
Activity or
Why?
there was two things I used to do. I used to touch them. It sounds funny, but when they're eating, right? So rub the dog while they're eating, right? So that they get used to it. So if a kid touches them, they don't get woo.
Oh, yeah.
And then the other thing is put your hand in their mouth so they don't bite you. So they're used to so that it actually it means that they're calm or
Yeah.
So they're used to somebody going like that when they're eating. They don't like if you don't touch them when they're eating, they get very possessive. So some kid or something touches off and they go, "Arr," you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I kind of did that every time they ate, it kind of desensitized.
But why did you put the hand
It's
in?
really smart.
Why did you put your hand in his mouth?
Same reason again that like
So that
maybe
they
the
don't-
first time they do it, they might bite you a little bit or whatever,
Yeah.
and then you go, no, you can't be doing that. Like
Bear not bite, so it won't bite kid.
bite a kid or bite.
I
whatever.
feel like if someone put their fingers in my mouth every day, I'd be more likely to bite them.
That's
Me
true.
too. I'd be, fuck off now, stop it. With your
Yeah,
hand
like I don't
in
bite
my mouth.
people, but if someone did that to me every day, I would bite them.
I'd
My-
do it every
I-
day, just kind of
Yeah.
see see.
I definitely relate to it. My mother used to do that to me coming up to Christmas every year when we were younger. I'm more like, what's the word? Like, not...
Put her finger in your mouth.
Like, I'm more integrated into society now, so I understand. But, like, I was... Feral, yeah. And so coming up to Christmas,
you around the roads, just
yeah. Coming up to Christmas, the family, the outside family who didn't get to, who wouldn't be there the whole time, like, because that's what I would be doing at home and stuff. Brother Owen there behind the camera could attest, where I'd be biting the fingers off literally even the hand that fed me, like, and everything, like, and so coming up to Christmas, just so I didn't bite the other relatives, like my mother would just start to do that, like, because I definitely, it's true, it works as well, like.
It does, yeah.
Do you reckon you got the idea from eating chocolate fingers?
Oh shit, that would do it.
Or does that help you like get rid of the craving? Do you eat them now to satisfy
it? Like it's what's that like? It's like pretending to smoke like a Juul instead of like a
or it's like when people buy the chalk fags.
Substitute.
Oh yeah, a replacement.
Substitute behaviour.
Yeah, like if you have an addiction to, I'm not going to say that.
It's like when you're transitioning from.
I go and beep it. I'll beep it. When you have an addiction to sucking, you replace it with a lollipop. I beeped it. It's okay. It's beeped.
Oh. Why do you always have to talk about things like that, though?
Things come up.
Horrified.
Things come up.
Well, apparently for you, they do.
They do. Conversations happen. Life goes on.
There you go. Now, anyone for a lollipop? Because we've left over from Halloween. Little shits didn't take any of our lollipops.
Yeah, wait, what was the... Do you remember, I know like Halloween's over and stuff, but like...
Sucking lollipops.
Do you think kids are looking for more sweets or different types of sweets now? And, like,
I never meet the kids.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't meet anyone.
Well, have you ever got razors in your chocolate type of thing? Or is that just America?
No, we didn't. No, we used to get nice sweets off neighbours.
Nice sweets.
Guys in vans and stuff.
Yeah.
When we were kids, it was just happy time.
Did you ever hear that idea for like, if like people said before, like if you just wanted to like be a dick for trick or treating, you know, people get like chocolate apples.
Yeah.
Instead of a chocolate apple, like just peel an onion and cover it in chocolate and make people think it's a chocolate apple. And then they bite into it and it's just a raw onion.
That is so bad.
It's like the most awful.
That is so bad. Like that's like Guantanamo Bay, whatever you pronounce it. That's like that type of shit.
You could
like,
just like, you know how like
bad.
In like Elizabethan times or something, they used to like...
In who time? Sorry?
Elizabethan times, they used to like pour boiling oil out of the upstairs window when people came knocking on the door.
Wow.
Could do that. So that would stop the trick-or-treaters.
It's an option, Hayley.
So times have changed.
I don't think you're allowed to pour burning oil on kids. We'll check. We'll check for next week. But I don't think there's any legislation.
I actually feel like there's probably not a law.
There's probably no official legislation.
Well, not that specific, but it would just be you can't harm kids.
Harm is
probably don't be a dick is definitely a rule.
That's the main one.
The kids are really greedy though. And nobody said thank you. And I did have to pull a child up on it because I put chocolate in the bag, and like he wasn't a small kid.
What did you say?
You know, he was
6.
12.
Wasn't 4.
Well, no, I'm talking about the width of him. Oh. Like he wasn't a narrow child.
Yeah.
And I put stuff in his bag and he just hopped off down the driveway and I said, "Oi, you're supposed to say thank you when someone gives you something." And he turned around and went, "Oh, thank you," and then fucked off down the drive like that. Do you know what I mean? Like that. You disturb me in my home at night. I give you food and you say
understand.
nothing. You greedy little git. All you could do is say thank you. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that does make sense.
And it's cost nothing.
Yeah, but what was he dressed as? Maybe his character doesn't say thank you.
No, he was dressed. It was a crap costume. That was the other thing that pissed me off.
Did you tell him?
He just had like one of those masks on with the little eye things on and some plastic cape and like a fat kid t-shirt. That was it.
He was that new superhero. I don't say thank you, man.
No.
Yeah.
Superheroes say thank you.
No.
Superheroes say, his t-shirt did not say, "My superhero talent is not to say thank you."
Yeah.
Therefore, I am in character.
They can't give it away, like.
No. It was anyway. That learned him.
Yeah, he's definitely not. Did that learn? He's just not going to call.
He'll never knock on my door again.
Yeah, exactly.
I tell you.
Anyone have any weird experiences with public transport, like vile experience or any sort of experience?
Yeah, no, I got onto the 42, whatever it is. Going out to Rathmines and I saw a guy I knew from town here in Thurles.
Oh yeah,
so
I've been on the 42.
17 or 18. I went, "Oh well, how are you?" Like that, and he just looked at me, gave me this stinking look. Then I realized it wasn't him. And stared at me really angry for the whole trip out to Rathmines.
You see, but public transport, they're like mobile asylums apart from
Dublin,
the London Underground.
definitely.
No, all of them, unless it's the tube, they're all like mobile asylums.
I
That's
actually
just the worst.
I
Park's
actually
not
get
too
off
bad.
early because I couldn't take the staring anymore and the anger.
Yeah. I think it might be in the 42 as well. It's weird old bus. I think it was going out towards Rathmines, but me and Dara were in the back of it, and this is more of a positive story. We were just talking about stuff, and what we were talking about, maybe childhood stuff, I don't know. Dara's from Holy Cross, and your one sitting beside us goes, "Jeez, lad, you're not from Holy Cross, are you?" Like that. Like she goes, "Oh, I grew up there my whole life." She moved, and it was just like, yeah, it was weird. We could have sat behind. Anyway, we had a lovely story. We talked about the Abbey. We had fun. Then we went to a festival and got really up. Yeah, in a good way. Like not in a sort of. I'm not going to say that.
In a bad way.
I'm getting better at it.
I think one of
Not
the
saying rude things.
one of the most kind of noteworthy things. I had a few weird experiences on public transport. Where there's like one. It wasn't weird in like a bad way. There was one that was just like it really stood out. As I just thought it was so funny. Like I was getting the Lewis. Like
Yeah.
I was like coming in from like kind of Crumlin direction in towards the city centre, and we got as far as I think it was Fatima, and there was just like there was a kid who had
Fatima,
like
you went a long
a
way.
fucking like electric bike, like dirt
Oh,
bike.
yeah,
like
yeah.
no, closer to like actually not even electric, like it was a dirt bike.
Yeah.
He had like a small dirt bike on the Lewis. Now you're not even
Oh,
allowed,
wow.
you're not even allowed to bring a bicycle on the Lewis.
Yeah, let alone.
But somehow he
dirt
got this
bike.
on, and like the doors open, and like the parents just moved out of the way, and he just like revved the dirt bike
shit.
and drove off the Lewis and
Wow.
carried on, and the parents followed him. And it was just like the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I just couldn't.
That is mad.
I just could not stop laughing at it.
I was once on a bus, I think it was in China somewhere, and we stopped and people loaded like all these like cut up trees, like trees into planks down on a coach. It was a proper coach, and they slid them all down the aisle so nobody could get off because you were like hemmed in by all these planks. And then just when I was thinking, great, this is going to be difficult if we stop and that. And then 2 goats got on
Oh,
and
yeah.
climbed on top of the planks. And then 4 women sat on top of the planks. So we had like, I don't know, about
That sounds
5
like
trees worth of planks. So we're like this high, yay high in tree planks, a couple of goats and 4 women.
That sounds like a fun Eastern wedding. That's what's going on
I
there.
got a
Wedding.
screwdriver put to the back of my head on the bus out to Blanchardstown.
Oh, shoots and ladders.
Did you?
Yeah.
Mobile
I went through a
asylum.
traumatic time. What?
Mobile asylum.
Yeah, pretty much. So we were after, well, I wasn't, but the 2 lads I was sharing the house with in Diggs, the landlord bet them up, you know, so I had to move
Yeah.
stay out with my cousins, and they were picking me up from Blanchardstown. So I was getting outside Cleary's, getting the bus out, and I was like studying architecture or whatever, and made a model and all this kind of thing, and I was feeling vulnerable with my model.
Were you looking like a wanker though?
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much
Wanker
looking
in a bus
fucking,
stop.
I kind of like a target on my back.
Yeah.
So I got
yeah.
onto the bus, and I was I was second from the back, and on the back then there was these hoodlums.
So,
Hoodlums, that's
so
exactly
you
what
had a
it is.
paper model. You looked
But
like
I
a
had it-
wanker, and you
but-
sat at the back.
But I had it in a black.
good, though.
I had it in a
I-
black bin bag liner thing,
Yeah,
bin liner
yeah,
thing. So I
yeah.
hope nobody know what it was.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I sat second from the back, and these ne'er do wells were sitting on.
Ne'er do well.
They were.
Ne'er-do-wells always sit at the back. don't they?
I've never heard that. That's right
Yeah.
good.
So,
Ne'er-do-wells,
well,
fuck.
originally the bus driver didn't want to let them on. He told them they were barred and all that kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Fuck up, they're not now fuck, and they were just barged on.
Yeah,
I was,
yeah.
Oh Jesus, here they are coming down now. Oh fuck.
Oh no,
They're-
there goes my model.
Yeah, sitting right behind me. Yeah.
They can smell that model a mile off.
yeah, next thing they were
Smell success. They don't like. Makes
They
it
could
feel
They can
bad.
smell ambition.
they could
Yeah,
smell
smell
fucking
drive.
fear and weed
Yeah.
as I pissed myself, you know.
Yeah,
So like I was sitting there, and they were like, "Oh, look at what did we make at play school today?" Little, and then they said like, and so I just pretended to be daft, just look around like, I didn't know.
As your weed turned to poo.
Yeah, exactly. That was my form of defense. Just act insane. If you're mental, they can't do anything
Bark
to you.
like a dog and scratch
exactly.
behind your ear.
Yeah, that was
So like
my
that.
defense method. So the more they talked, the more I kind of went like that and all that. And then,
Licked the
I was like
window.
looking around like looking stupid.
Licking the window.
I did lick the window a couple of times just to kind of throw them off the scent, but I could feel this coldness on the back of my neck. It was like a little boy with windy house gets killed on bus with a screwdriver in the back of the head, right? And it was like, oh fuck, let's just pretend you don't notice the coldness on the back. And I was
no. Jesus Christ.
But yeah, oh man, I shit myself.
It's a screwdriver, like they
screwdriver to the back of the fucking neck, yeah. But I just acted completely mental. And that was my only fucking form of defense, yeah.
That's smart though. That's what they'll never be able to do.
Yeah, you're mental, they don't.
That's the only real defense you have in court as well.
Being smart.
Yeah,
exactly.
Mental insanity.
Oh, right.
I've claimed insanity several times.
It's worked. It worked the first time and I've repeated it several times.
Yeah.
I might need you again in future, Hayley.
Yep.
The most recent time I felt somewhat in danger on public transport was actually there a few weeks ago. I was getting the train. I was like, well, not as bad as that, but still it was weird. We got as far as, I can't remember what station, was it Mallow or Charleville or something, on the way back from Cork. I was just kind of sitting there, and next thing the train wasn't moving for a while, and it was just like, oh, it must be something wrong, like, because it just wasn't going forward. Next thing there was an announcement like, oh, sorry for the delay. The driver can smell smoke, and we're just trying to figure out where it came from.
Why would you not?
And then
there
was complete silence on the train for 20 minutes.
What?
And then the train just moved on. They didn't give an announcement to say everything was fine.
Man.
It just went, and then we got to the next station, and they were like, it paused again. They were like, "Yeah, there's still smoke coming out. We don't know what's going on." I was like, "Why are we still?
Why are you saying it?
Why are you telling us?"
So are they like, let's just fucking chance it. Like,
let's go, team together.
I'm all for that. Don't fucking interrupt my journey unless you know that something is wrong.
Yeah.
I'm the same on a fucking aeroplane. If you think something might be wrong, keep going. Keep going until I know for sure that it is. And don't fucking interrupt my journey.
I feel like I'm pretty sure like it's a big thing they're not supposed to say. When
I went to New York. And we were flying for a couple of hours. I was dying for a cigarette.
Yeah.
And then they heard, any doctor on board? Any doctor on board? Any this kind of thing. And like this went on for a while. Any nurse on board? Nurse on board, nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a slight emergency. Yeah, exactly. One of the passengers is having a heart attack, right? I think we might have to turn around and go back. I was like, fuck that, I'm dying for a cigarette. Your man can have his heart attack over the other side. I need a smoke now.
Yeah.
And I was like a lunatic. What? Go back? No. We're not going back. We've been up a couple of hours. We're not going back. We did.
Wow.
We turned around and they explained it all, that, we can't land with a full tank of fuel or whatever. We have to dump the fuel, all this shit. And then we landed. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be glad to know the gentleman is okay. It was indigestion. Yeah, indigestion. And he's like waving, but he will be escorted off the plane.
He was waving at you.
Yeah, I was.
That's lovely.
God, so glad you're okay.
Yeah, you're okay. Let me out for a cigarette for 10 minutes, will you? No.
Indigested
we had to
bastard.
fuel up the plane again. We weren't allowed. We were hours.
That's mental.
Yeah, and your mom, I'm okay. Get off. Get off, you prick.
That's why they wouldn't let anybody else off in case the smokers got off and beat him to death.
Yeah.
I was on a train in Vietnam, like third class. Like it's just like fucking a few church pews like nailed to the walls. And it was like an overnight thing. It only cost about 50p or something. And like as it gets dark, like some guard like comes along and pulls down these metal grids. And, like they're fucking thick. And me and the lad that I was traveling with were like, what's that for? And the guy just looks at us and like frowns in this really weird way and goes, bandits.
What? Oh, right.
And we were just like, okay then. It's like you're traveling through fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like, yeah.
And you're protected by, that's mad.
Pulls these metal grills down so people can't smash the fucking windows and kill you.
God.
It's like, yeah, okay, that's nice. Because we kind of like, we're like, ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
And we just looked at him, we were like, yeah, he's not joking. That's his serious face.
His serious face, yeah.
It's not, but I was quite happy with that because that's third class. And you get that kind of service in third class. They still protect you from the bandits.
That's nice.
It's good, isn't it?
That's mad. Did anyone ever like fall asleep on the bus? Like I'd always, whenever I was fucking coming back from college or whatever, I got onto the bus as quick as I could to go from Athlone to Portlaoise, and I'd lie in the back 5 seats, like just so I could fucking sleep or whatever. But like if the bus driver barely even pulled the brake, well not barely, but a bit of a brake, all of a sudden I would just go flying and be woken up. And that was like a ritual every day for like 4 or 5 months.
Train and miss me stop.
Oh really? I've never done that now.
Once.
Yeah.
I fell asleep on the train the whole time, but I was actually talking about that the other night with
no way.
And I was saying there was someone I knew before who ended up falling asleep on the train in Germany or somewhere, and like they didn't wake them up, and like they eventually woke up like someone was cleaning the train, and like it was like they had to like then break because they moved the train past the last station and to where it was being cleaned.
Wow.
And they had to like bring it back, and they were like really annoyed. But then when I brought that up, they were saying I don't know if I can say who it was, but one of the lads anyway,
Thomas
was like getting a train.
His name will appear up on the screen now.
He was getting a train
with a picture.
He was getting a train from Portlaoise.
Yeah.
And he was trying to like hop the train without getting a ticket.
Or Kieran, yeah.
And when he got on, like the train he got onto wasn't the train that was actually where he was meant to go. It was the train that was going back to the warehouse where they store the trains in Portlaoise. So the train just pulled in there, and there was no one on the train, so he was just stuck on that in the warehouse, and he had to use the emergency exit. Like,
no way! Did he jump off the emergency?
No, because like the train was just parked in the warehouse, and no one was coming back to it, so he had to
Holy shit.
use the little hammer thing and open the door to get back out because there was just nothing he could do.
Oh my god,
that's mad.
That's why I don't want to mention who it was by name.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Legal thing like. That's mad.
You get that fine, that €50 fine or whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I just could not stop laughing. I thought it was so funny.
Yeah, I've had some. I used to jump the train a lot, and I've had some fun experiences with it and stuff. Learned a lot about Irish Rail. So if Irish Rail want to hire me, just to catch me if you can.
Yeah.
He's now the most paid. The guy who's in that, he gets paid to prevent check forgery because he was so good at forging them. I literally could, if Irish Rail wanted to pay me, I show you. I have a system. I used to do that. I used to sit on the train while jumping it a long time ago. Statute of limitations, I'd imagine. I would say like. I would just keep thinking about like different systems, how to prevent. So if Irish Rail want to hire me, you're doing lots of things wrong, and you're getting there though. See what you're doing.
The same ticket all the time to go from Thurles to Dublin, and then I come back on a truck on Liam Carroll's truck.
Oh wow,
that's how I worked it. Yeah.
Like, would you hop?
I had a credit union ticket that would never fill out, and then
I know those jokes. I remember those. Yeah.
I'd time the thing, getting on the train to the last minute, walk on the train, thing like that. Bang. Avoid your man up there, out the other side. And then get Liam Carroll truck down because I couldn't work it the other way because they wanted to get you through the barrier. You know what I mean?
That's mad.
So I did that for a
year.
Are
they still doing those credit union?
I think they are, aren't they?
Right. I'm going to mute that part because I probably... Yeah. That's good. I didn't know they're still doing them. You get away with murder. Damn, York.
And then, I used to go to the Red Cow roundabout to get Liam Carroll's truck back down. One of them.
Was he someone you knew?
He's a haulier, like I did about 80 trucks or something. They were out in Cabra. And... you just ring the office and tell them like I'm out with the Red Cow. Is anyone coming by? And they go, there'll be someone there in 10 minutes or whatever. There was always somebody passing.
Yeah.
Just pull up and let you on. And
we hitched on road trains in Australia.
What?
We hitched on the road trains in Australia because once you get on one through someone you know, they'll radio each other.
Yeah.
So we hitched from Darwin down to Melbourne, and then where else did I go? I think I ended up back up in Darwin. Yeah, doing it.
Wow, that's cool.
It's quite mad, yeah.
That is mad. And do you know, should we finish? Like, does anyone have, like, Stevie, you're good. Do you have a joke for us to finish up to? Yeah. For the folks at home, it's coming up to Christmas.
A real treat.
Yeah.
That's a lot of pressure.
It is, yeah. Everyone be quiet while he thinks of it.
I don't know if I have. I don't know if I have any new jokes.
Sure, hold on. We'll be back in a second, folks. We'll just play the music. So there's music playing now.
That's nice music.
Elevator.
It's like elevator
Use
music.
that.
Yeah.
Use that.
And we'll have this music every time Stevie's searching.
Yeah.
And then it can be pretty go ahead.
No, I couldn't find anything.
I thought
that's it, folks.
That's really
we'll see you next week.
That was an anticlimax, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's
the
right.
kind of funniest thing I could think of.
Yeah, that turned out well. Everyone was put to bed safely. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
No, the inappropriate joke.